yeah.
Yeah, like you could get punished really hard. Donkey Kong, he's combo food after all, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Sheik feasting on these set.
Yeah, so here's the tale of two stories. So,
Mhm.
with Donkey Kong being a heavy and hard-hitting character, he could take the stocks really quickly. But same thing for Javi. With Sheik being such a fast character, it's gonna be really easy to combo DK. And we're looking at it right now. The first entry is gonna be Javi. 4 hits, get him 20 something percent. But with one hit, Nalga pretty much brings it back. But oh, this is dangerous. Good stuff from Nalga, who reacts right on time to come back. But yeah, as you mentioned, a single mistake for many of them is gonna cost them a lot.
Yeah, that's right. But the thing I love most about Donkey Kong is that banana slam, as I like to call it. But look at this damage. Look at this rushdown on the side of Javi. He's already got Nalga at 100 and nothing 100, 0%. With that kick, it's going to be enough to send the leader of the DK crew flying all the way back to DK country, but 78% on Javi. You know, Sheik, she's not the heaviest character in the roster, that's for sure.
That could cost a lot, and luckily for Naga, Javi doesn't throw out the bouncing fish to potentially try to take the second stock really quickly. But things are looking hard for him already because 48% and just the percentage keeps climbing. And as we were saying, the speed from Javi and Sheik are just gonna be incredibly hard for Nalga to deal with, and that's what we're seeing so far. Right now, good movement from Javi avoiding the grab and which could have potentially taken his first stock. The edge guarding here, and now good stuff from Nalga. He's gonna come back from that, but things are looking hard. We're gonna see a follow-up, not yet, but 127%. Nalga's in a lot of troubles right now.
Yeah, yeah, look, you gotta be careful with that shield. That shield was looking pretty tiny, but once again, the bouncing fish, it's gonna be enough to give Javi's Nalga's second stock, and things are not looking pretty good for the main DK.
Yeah, 102% on Javi. Literally anything from Nalga could take the stock, but Javi's not letting him play the game at all. He's gonna find there the ding dong with the up air, takes the first stock. But the story so far in this game is that just Javi's gonna make the most out of every single interaction. We see here the drag down continues. Pressures even on the ledge, gets the grab. We're gonna continue with some aerials, maybe. No, he doesn't find a way yet, and Nalga obligated to try to run to get some space because just Javi has been incredibly aggressive for the entirety of the game, and well, this matchup really looks incredibly one-sided.
Yeah, and like you mentioned it, I think that Javi doesn't really want to play. Okay, no, he's okay. Could it be? I want to believe in the comeback from Nalga, but it's gonna be incredibly hard, especially because well, Javi he wants to play this game on a pretty offensive manner, a pretty aggressive manner, and I think that is a really good strategy. The bouncing fish, it's gonna be enough, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good strategy on the side of Javi because if you can't disrespect Donkey Kong, I think that you should disrespect Donkey Kong because the second you start to be scared about the giant punch or his headbutt or anything, you know, DK mains they can smell that fear, so they are going to abuse a lot of stuff.
Yeah, if you start playing scared against a Donkey Kong player, they're gonna feed on that super quick, and it's gonna make the most out of that. So Javi's gonna play like with all the trust in the world, and of course forcing the character switch. We're having Incineroar once again. We saw Incineroar earlier with SkyJ, and now it's back with Naga, who of course understands that playing against Sheik with Donkey Kong is gonna be super tough. But of course, he's just as big of a character, so he's gonna be careful about the same things.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be a pretty. I think it's going to be the same strategy for Javi, you know, just trying to overwhelm Nalga with his offense. But I think that the counter could be a pretty important thing to be looking out for Javi, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, as we mentioned, with she being such a light character, the revenge is gonna work wonderfully for Nalga here. So if he finds a way to get that revenge ready, he could potentially do a lot of damage and take the stock. But right here, we're gonna get the upper from Javi taking the first stock. But this time, 96% already on his side after the first stock. So things are not looking as comfortable as they were on the first game. And I think this is actually the second time we've had on stream that we've come to a Lilac, which is, I think, the least common stage pick by a lot of players. So there we go. He's gonna find this stock right there pretty early. So only 3% on his side. So things are pretty even so far.
Yeah, that's right, pretty even. And also one of the main reasons why I think that he's gotta be careful with the revenge. It's, he can't just pressure on and on and on Incineroar, because you never know when they are going to opt for that revenge. And like you mentioned it, Sheik is such a light character that the revenge could be the deciding factor in this set.
Yeah, absolutely. But so far, it doesn't seem like I has been looking for it. And I think, oh no, good stuff. They're taking the jump, but I think that's gonna be enough. Yeah,
Yep,
absolutely.
that's
Making it really hard for him to come back. And once again, things are looking very one-sided, just as we saw in the first game.
extremely one-sided. He's gonna need to climb a mountain if he wants to make this comeback. And okay, misses that command grab, misses the Alolan whip that we actually haven't seen any Alolan whip, I believe.
I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, it
This edge guard.
really comes down to Javi just making things really hard with all the movement. So yeah, it's tough.
Really tough, but now Nalga had for a brief moment Javi off stage, but just like that, Javi is telling Nalga, you get off stage, this is my stage. But the back throw. Okay, what are you gonna do, Nalga? You gotta make this count. And no, Javi, it's back where he wants to be. He's got a lot of space to maneuver with the punish, but the trade works for Nalga. We're trying to go for something, just anything to kill and get the second stock, but the bouncing fish was enough. And I mean, it was so difficult for Nalga to do pretty much anything against this Sheik. And so really smart character choice on the side of Javi.
Yeah, I mean, Javi knew, of course, that against a big character like Donkey Kong and Incineroar, it was gonna be pretty much impossible for them to like deal a lot of damage.